Welcome back to the Worth the Wait podcast. I'm your host, Peyton.
And I'm Alex.
And tonight we are going to be talking about the gym and why we think it's a good idea that everyone should start going.
So when I started going to the gym, I didn't take it seriously at all. Like, it was just something me and my buddies used to do.
Yeah. Did you go when you were like younger, or did you start after you were out of school and shit?
Nah, it was my 10th grade year, I think.
So you were still in high school?
I was in high school. I really wasn't taking it serious at all. I was just going just because my buddies were going.
Almost just to hang out.
Yeah. I did go pretty consistently, but my diet and stuff was not in check at all whatsoever. I just did it for the fun of it. I did start taking it more seriously as the years went by. But I didn't start going consistently until I graduated, and I just wanted to see the personal benefits out of it, and I needed to put everything I had into it.
I was kind of the same way, and I didn't go seriously at first. I just went with my friends. We lived in a small town, and there was a local gym right by both of our apartments, and there was really nothing else to do, so we would go to the gym some nights, and we didn't just, fool around. Like, we took it kind of seriously, and we were actually trying to work out. But there wasn't any routine. There wasn't any diet plan. There wasn't any, progress, per se. Like, I had fun going, but I wasn't really going for any specific reason. And then, as I got older, I was kind of in the same boat. I stopped going for a while, and then I started going again once I became, 23. And then I took it so much more seriously after that.
So my best progress-wise year in the gym was 2 years ago in the spring. It was actually a New Year's resolution of mine that I went to the gym every night for 3 months nonstop.
Did you do it?
Yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
I saw the best progress. I did cardio 5 days out of 7 days. So 5 days out of the week.
A lot of running.
Nah, just incline treadmill. I wasn't running at all. It was this steady state or whatever. But I saw the most progress. I took eating seriously. I was trying to lose body fat. I wasn't really gaining as much. I was getting muscle, but I was worried about losing weight more.
Yeah, you were more so on the cut than the bulk.
I did see a lot of progress, and I fell in love with it. There was a point where I was like, okay, I'm starting to become way too skinny. I got to start getting muscle. This is getting ridiculous.
This is embarrassing.
Yeah, I look good, but not good.
Not good enough.
No, I don't look good at all. I have a lot of work to do. So I was shoving my face with literally chicken all the time.
Chicken, rice, protein.
Yeah, it was straight up. But later that summer, I went on a 2-week vacation out of the country, and my drive and motivation for the gym just fell off.
After that,
it was bad. It took me months to get back into it. I think it was around November. It took me that long, from July.
So what got you back into it? What kick-started the drive again? Because I know that it's hard. When you lose that spark, that motivation to go, it's really hard to get it going again, just because it's not a fun thing going to the gym all the time. It's a lot of work, and if you don't have that constant drive.
Yeah, the thing is, don't skip more than 2 days if you don't have to. Literally, I'm serious. If people miss more than 2 days at the gym,
it's downhill from
then
there.
You just stop going. You're gonna have more excuses not to go. But it took me so long. The day I came back from vacation, I tried going, and it was just, I didn't feel the motivation. I didn't feel like I wanted to work out. I tried to push through. I was so inconsistent for months, and I finally got tired of it. I finally started eating bad again, and it was just getting to the point where I needed to change.
Yeah.
And I needed to get my life back together. It took months. It took months of me realizing that I actually needed to lock back in and start going every day and start putting it seriously again, because it was getting to a point where I was not doing good mentally, and it was just going downhill from all aspects of my life. So
that's one of the big things I notice if I take time off from the gym is it does affect my mental state way more than I thought it would. That was why I started going in the first place, was to kind of clear my head and to get myself out of the house sometimes. And it was hard at first. It was fun, you know, but going into it, it really was hard to find that motivation to go, because I went by myself starting out. I didn't really have anyone. My brother didn't go with me at the first little bit of it, so I was kind of just going, and I went at 2 a.m. because I didn't want any interactions with anyone, because I didn't want anyone to talk to me. I just wanted to go with my head down and my AirPods in and just do my workout and leave. And my workout was so terrible. I didn't have any routine down. I didn't have any structure whatsoever. I just did the same 2 workouts like every other night.
Yeah.
But mentally, I was getting better.
Good.
I wasn't really seeing any progress physically, you know, through that time, but it put me in a better headspace to where I started to take the gym more seriously. And whether I have gotten more of a mental gain from it or a physical gain from it, I would say that I am more thankful for the mental gain that the gym has given me. When I first started going, it was around this time last year. It wasn't a New Year's resolution or anything. I was just going through some stuff, needing an escape. The gym kind of spoke to me. I lived really close to the gym we go to, thank God. So that was a pretty lucky thing. And I started to go, and it just changed my perspective on everything. And I've been consistently going ever since. It's where I met you. It's where I've met all of my friends pretty much that I currently have. And it's the most structured part of my life still to this day. And it has been for about a year. And I can't really think of many negative aspects of going to the gym.
I don't have any either.
Like, it's a little expensive, or it can be, depending on how serious you take it. And the diet can be a bitch, especially if you're taking it kind of seriously and you want to see any sort of progress with cuts or bulks.
Consistency of eating all the time.
Consistency of eating all the time. So it can get, like, there are some struggles, I would say, but
they're positive outcome.
They're positive outcome struggles. They're I wouldn't even say high risk, high reward, because it's not even like it's that high risk, but it's worth what you're putting into it, regardless of how much you have to put in. And I didn't always have that mindset. I didn't always like going to the gym. I always thought that you could, you know, stay fit at home, just, you know, doing whatever.
Just dieting.
Yep, just dieting. You know, I grew up kind of healthy because my family wasn't really into junk food and stuff. So, like, I didn't really think dieting was that big a deal. And then you try to gain 20 pounds in a year, and you realize that dieting is a big deal. Yeah. An incredible big part about going to the gym and trying to get your body to wherever it needs to be.
Yeah. It was the same for me. I didn't really know what I was doing. My diet was the other way around. I was just eating candy and stuff in high school and whatever. And then I figured out that protein was
a thing.
It was the biggest factor of me transforming my life and my health and fitness. And that's all I cared about, just protein shakes and eggs and chicken. But the thing was I was inconsistent still. And ever since I came back on that November, it's been off and on. And then whenever that next year came, I started to lock down again and saw a little bit of progress. And then that's when I met some of my friends that I have now. And I mean, it's off and on all the time. I mean,
I've seen you hit your highs and I've seen you hit your lows. And I'm sure you've seen me hit my highs and I'm sure you've seen me hit my lows.
Yeah.
But overall, I wouldn't say that I regret it in the slightest. And I think regardless of where you're at in life, the gym could always teach something to someone, whether that be motivation, self-love, discipline, structure. There are countless of other things that you could gain from going to the gym. So regardless of whether it's just, oh, I want to look better or I want to feel better about myself, I promise if you get yourself into the gym and you stick with it for a consistent, what would you say, month?
Yeah, I'd say
Give it
probably
a
a month, yeah.
You'll notice change. And I want to say it will be for the better. You'll start to notice yourself evolving.
Yeah. I mean, for the first probably 2.5 weeks, I had a lot of mental clarity.
Yeah.
I started feeling a lot better mentally.
Yep.
I finally gotten a little bit more disciplined. Started to see the changes in my life, not necessarily like fitness changes yet,
Yeah.
but just the improvement.
Mental.
Yeah,
It was almost like you were maturing.
Mental maturity that took place that gets you to a higher level, and over time you get to see these improvements and changes.
Yeah, that's what I meant with like the evolving thing. Is it's almost like you just see yourself level up.
Yeah,
it's not always physical.
Unlocked.
You know what I mean? It's not like you just are like, oh, I'm so much better now. But you do feel like you surpassed the
mental
self.
part of it helps you overcome other areas in your life as well, like work. You're more confident in making decisions. You're more confident with talking to people.
Way more confident.
I don't care.
I didn't really grow up getting a lot of compliments. You know what I mean?
I used to care about what other people like thought of me, and now I just do not
that's
care.
What I mean. It's like
whatsoever.
I didn't really grow up getting a lot of compliments. I used to be pretty self-conscious and stuff, and now I couldn't care less.
And we do get those compliments now.
And we get the compliments now, and
the
they
homies,
don't even,
it feels so good. It feels even better.
Getting a compliment from the boys is always gonna feel
good.
That's the best. That'll always make me feel so much more proud than anyone else complimenting me.
But I mean,
that's not why we do it. You know what I mean? And
it's just a bonus.
It's not like we even need it. It's just like a little bonus.
Yeah,
something that we.
But the gym and whatever you experience, like on the journey, will impact all other areas of your life, and it's crazy how impactful all that adds up to be.
And we're not fitness influencers or bodybuilders by any means. He's been going to the gym a lot longer than I have. He's been a lot more consistent with it. So honestly, he probably has more knowledge overall. I don't really know much other than
what we're experiencing.
What I've experienced. And my experience personally has helped me change in the better, I would say.
Absolutely. I think any person that steps foot in the gym and takes that commitment, I mean, they will see changes that will impact their life if they take it seriously enough.
So leading into that, this time of year is normally the time of year that a lot of people decide that they're going to make that change.
Yeah.
New Year's is coming around. One of the most popular New Year's resolutions is bettering yourself and going to the gym. You said it yourself. That was one of your New Year's resolutions a couple years ago. And you stuck to it.
I did.
And good shit. I'm proud of you. But this time last year, I just started going to the gym. And I'm one of the only few people that remains.
Yeah. I respect that.
So, little advice is if you are deciding to take the gym head on as part of your New Year's resolution this year, stick with it. It might not be as rewarding as you want it to be at first. It might not be as fun.
It's going to take months.
It's going to take a little bit. It's not going to be a New Year's change. It is going to be a New
lifestyle
Year's
change forever.
Yeah, that will change your lifestyle over time. But, I mean, I really can't think of any reason why you shouldn't.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many benefits in all aspects of life that we all experienced by going to the gym, and it's unbelievable. And there's so much growth left.
Yeah,
I mean, we're not done.
Gonna say is there's still so much more
potential for us
to do. Like, I haven't even hit 225 on bench yet. You know what I mean? So, on my rough days when I'm having a bad day mentally, or I'm just having a bad day physically, either or, the thought of being able to, hit those new PRs and like break those boundaries really excite me. Like the thought of bettering myself really gets me motivated to keep going.
And on the days that it kind of sucks where you don't really want to go, I just recommend to just go and hit your favorite muscle group. I mean, whatever makes you feel like the best.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the best way to get back into it. Like,
a wise man once told me that you can hit chest every day.
yeah, I know a couple people currently that just hit biceps and chest quite a few times a week.
And hey, some of the happiest people I know.
Absolutely.
Some of the happiest people I know.
Absolutely.
So regardless of what you do with this, whether it gets you into the gym or keeps you far away,
these are some opinions that...
These are some of the opinions that we have, and
hopefully they'll guide you in the right direction.
Yeah, maybe there are some people that wouldn't agree, but from our experience, it has done nothing but change us for the positive.
Yeah. And there's so much growth left. There's so much potential.
Thank you guys for tuning in this week. I hope it was worth the wait, and we will catch you next time.
Peace.